Welcome to Calculus 1. I'm going to talk today a little bit about some foundations of the course that you need to know. First, however, I'd like to talk about exactly what it is we're going to be studying in calculus. Calculus is really the study of two big problems that mathematicians had a really hard time solving until around the 17th century or so. Isaac Newton actually did a lot of work on this when he was sent home from college because of the plague. And the two big ideas that we want to talk about in calculus have to do with areas and rates of change. The first idea we want to talk about, and that we'll spend most of Calculus 1 talking about, is this rate of change idea. And that is related geometrically to what we call the tangent problem. Suppose we have the graph of some function, y equals f of x, and I want to know this line right here comes in and just touches the curve at that point. That's called the tangent line. And so we need to look at what is known as the tangent problem. I want to be able to find that line. What's the equation of that line? What's the slope of that line? I want to be able to learn about that line. And that was a pretty hard problem. The second big problem is the area problem. And that has to do also with the curve. And what if I have 2 points on the x-axis here, A and B, and I want to know this area underneath the curve between A and B. So this is the area problem. Find that area. It's not an easy area. It's not a rectangle or a circle or a triangle or a trapezoid or anything we learned about in geometry. It's an irregular shape underneath the graph of a function. What is that area? And these two problems make up most of what we study in calculus in one way or the other. And they turn out to be related to each other in lots of ways. And the basic way, the most easy way to think about that they are related, is that they both have to do with breaking things up into smaller pieces and then putting them back together. And the idea that we need in order to be able to do this is the idea of a limit.